Scottsdale Leadership. How about we talk to Mr. Scottsdale Leadership next, Gary Shapiro.
Yeah.
One of the founders of Scottsdale Leadership, one of his biggest supporters, and one of our favorite people, Gary Shapiro. Welcome, Gary.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
Great to see you, man.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thanks.
Kevin, this is your chance to ask Gary something really special.
What a pleasure this is.
What are you going to ask him?
No, again, I want to ask, though, it seems like we had Gary fairly early.
About midstream, I think.
Third, about midway
midstream,
through?
halfway in there or something.
I think you were recording at the Alamo at the time.
We were at the old studio.
Right.
We've been here in the new studio about 6 months, so it's been a while. But anyway, but Gary, you listen to the show. Obviously, you're big passionate about not only the city, the Scottsdale Leadership. You're a big supporter of this Today and Tomorrow in Scottsdale podcast. What do you as somebody who's been around the city for a while, what do you see changes in the city that are different now? How's the city different?
Well, there's a couple things that are not challenges, but I think opportunities.
Okay.
And for the first time in a long time, we have two people that are in charge of the college and the school district that are exceptional leaders.
Good point.
And so with Eric Lashinsky at SCC and with Scott Menzel at SUSD, we have a chance for our community to just shine. And that excites me and gets me up every morning because when I talk to them, they get it. They understand their role and how they're going to change lives. So that's outstanding.
I don't know if Gary's been promoting this. I know Gary's aware of it. But we haven't mentioned it on it yet. Did you see that Dr. Menzel won the Superintendent of the Year?
I saw that. Yeah. Well earned. I mean, he's been super. No question.
He's a great guy.
Yeah,
he's
no
a great
question.
guy.
No question.
So there's lots of opportunities. The other thing that I'm excited about as a Scottsdale Leadership co-founder, and Sam's here, and different people that went through Valley Leadership, Class 5. But I met Class 38 the other day at their kickoff.
Okay.
And they're just pumped.
Are they good?
They're excited. Yeah. They're seizing the opportunity. It's just exciting that they're now part of that 1,300-member family. Yeah. And the sky's the limit.
And Eric's in that class, right?
Eric Lashinsky.
Yeah, he's in class 38.
Yeah,
Isn't it amazing that a college president, as busy as he is, could take time out to reacquaint himself with the basics of Scottsdale?
And he's a relationship kind of guy, as is Scott.
Yeah.
And so we're really, and you guys do a fantastic job because you highlight the skilled carpenters and builders that polish our brand. And that's very important.
Good point. I hadn't thought about that way, but he's right, It's the people who make the city great.
What do you think of carpenters and wood skill?
Skilled carpenters.
Skilled carpenters and builders.
That's right.
Builders. We're building a community.
We are building a community.
We're helping continue to build a community.
One conversation at a time.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. So double your salaries.
Oh, there we go. Well, we'll double the podcast. We'll do another 100. How's that sound?
Yeah. I think it's great.
It's amazing, Gary. We've talked about this. The whole notion of why we wanted to do this podcast was to do positive things about Scottsdale, highlight positive news. So now we've had 100 shows, 100 guests, and we've just touched the tip of the iceberg. Yeah. There's so much more out there that we just got to look a little harder sometimes, peel back the curtain, and talk to people who maybe haven't got a lot of notice before but are doing outstanding work in our community.
Well, in your podcast the other day with Sam, when you asked her what she was most proud of, she said Scottsdale Leadership.
That's exactly right.
And you asked her why, and she said, because it's enduring.
That's right.
That's exactly what she said. And you have something that have proven to endure, and you've just tapped the surface.
Yeah,
we got a long way to go, and that just says something about our community, about our city, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're not stopping.
Nope,
that's for sure. Gary, give us one more just words of wisdom about what we ought to be thinking about as a city as we move forward.
So I'll give you one parting thought.
He's always good at this, Kevin.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
We have a tendency to listen to the loudest voice.
Yep.
And the loudest voice is seldom the voice of reason.
Yep.
It is seldom the voice that is full of facts. It is probably just somebody that has a fervent belief, which they're entitled to, but it's the analogy I'll use is that my wife likes HGTV for real estate.
Right.
reality TV is not real estate.
No, it's not.
And so if anybody's out there listening to all of the merchants of hate, the prophets of doom, the naysayers, the disruptors, change the channel.
I love it. I love it. Gary, it's always a pleasure sitting down with you. When I think of the community, when I think of our community and the community good, he's the first name that comes to mind.
Absolutely. He's just, on the monument of Mount Rushmore, Scottsdale.
That's it, man.
Gary
That's
Shapiro.
for sure. Thank you, Gary,
Thanks for joining us,
everything you do.
Gary.